Hey guys, so sorry the lighting's weird. It's like 8 o'clock at night. I just got home from church. But I got a package today. So let's go ahead and open it. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, so if you have not heard of any of these books, where are you? And what are you doing on the internet? These are, in my opinion, probably three of the most viral trilogies that I have heard of, even being new to the BookTube Book Talk world. So I bought the Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the first book to the trilogy of the Inheritance Games, and The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is the first book to its own trilogy as well, by Jenny Han, and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, again, the first book in a trilogy. And I'm the kind of person that will typically read all three books of the trilogy before I continue reading my TBR, because I don't read more than one book at once, and I have this thing in my head where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to finish the series before I move on. But I'm going against that this time, and I'm going to read all three of these individually, and I'm going to decide which series I want to finish first, and I will rank these three at the end. So anyways, I still have one more book to read from my February book haul that I will go read now. However, I will be starting with the Inheritance Games as soon as I finish that book. Okay, so I just finished the last book that I bought in February, which is What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini, and if you haven't watched my review on it, basically this is a really, really dark book, and a lot of drugs are involved. The girl is schizophrenic, scary, weird crap in this book, okay? I need to recover from this book. I only gave it 3 stars just because it was a little dark and a little spicy for my liking, even though it's a young adult book. But yeah, so to recover from this, we are gonna start with The Summer I Turned Pretty, because it is a cutesy little summer romance, and I don't want to go straight into a thriller like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I was gonna originally start with the Inheritance Games, but I was like, no, I need something light, and this is really short, so I should have this done in 3 days max, probably. So yeah, let's start reading. Okay, so I have almost finished The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, and it's a really cutesy little book. It's definitely a relief after reading a thriller. It's really cute because we jump in between perspectives from different summers, and I'm really enjoying that. But anyways, I meant to film this portion at the halfway point, but that just didn't happen. So anyways, watch me as I finish the book. Okay, so the last thing I expected to do when I finished this book was shed a tear. Look, the cover is so happy. It's like a summer romance, right? Yes, it's a cutesy little summer romance. The ending broke my heart. Whew, the ending. It was not as heavy as majority of books that I read or that have sad endings, but because it was supposed to be happy, I didn't expect it at all. Overall, this book is about a girl who spends her summers at a beach house with her brother and her mother's best friend and her 2 kids. And you're focusing mainly on the summer when she's 15. It'll jump back to different summers occasionally, as I mentioned earlier. Sometimes you'll get the summer when she was 11 or the summer when she was 14. Just different scenes to help you kind of understand what's happening in the current summer. If you haven't figured it out by now, she is between a few different guys in the book. And there's a lot of just very middle school-like romance drama. She reminds me more of almost like a middle schooler. It's supposed to be the summer after freshman year, but I could see her almost more as a middle schooler. It's a really cute, sweet little book. I really liked it. It didn't have as much depth as what I normally read, so I would probably rate it 4 out of 5 stars, but it's a really great candidate to continue the series. I probably will eventually. I just don't know if I'll continue it first. So now that I've finished that book, I plan to start A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, just to break it up, change it up a little bit, go from a romance to a thriller. That's always a huge jump. So yeah, we'll see what I think of this one. So I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder this morning. I've been working on schoolwork. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and film, but honestly, I don't know if I want to say I expected more out of this book, because this book was crazy. Like, my head was on a swivel the entire time. You jump between like almost half a dozen suspects throughout the book. It's a wild ride. Although I would probably rate it like 4 stars, because, and I've seen a lot of people say this like on Goodreads and stuff, it seems like the first half is completely different from the second half. It's really strange. It's almost like it was written by a different author, like between the first half and the second half. They're not super connected at all. However, super suspenseful, super good page turner. It just wasn't super deep, I guess is the word for it. Yeah, I could totally see myself continuing this, but it could also serve as a standalone, so yeah. Unless the Inheritance Games ends up being rated higher on my scale, I'm just gonna be choosing between like less than 5-star books, which I was not hoping for, but then again, just because something's popular, that doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Now, as I said, I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder this morning, which means I've already gotten a little ways through the Inheritance Games. Already it's confusing me. I had it in my head that this was about a tale of like 2 brothers. Don't know where that idea came from, so I was already thrown off when it was told by a girl. Clearly I didn't read the back of the book, if you can't tell. But yeah, this was definitely the most like off-the-wall choice for me to go read, because it's been on my list for a while. It's just it just didn't seem like something I would necessarily read. So yeah, let's read this and see what we think. Okay, so I realized that the lighting is horrible, and I've been wearing the same freaking shirt for the past like 15 clips. Anyways, that's besides the point. It's been like 3 days since I filmed that last clip. I just have been like totally out of it the past couple of days, and I've been super busy. But I want to update you. I am well over halfway done with the Inheritance Games. You can see on my Goodreads, I am 57% of the way done. And yeah, I can already tell that unless something drastically changes, this book will probably be my favorite out of the 3 that I've read. But we'll see, and I'll let you guys know, and I'll keep you updated. Okay, so I just finished The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and as I suspected, I liked this book the best. Basically, it is a story about a girl who is literally living out of her car, and she is all just suddenly summoned to one of the richest families in the United States. She's summoned to their house. She has inherited their entire estate. And throughout the book, you have to play the game with her and the 4 grandsons of the former head of the estate as they play the game and try to figure out why she inherited the estate. This book actually left me on a cliffhanger. This book is almost confusing, but it's not confusing. It's just that good, and there are so many plot twists that you don't know what is happening. So I would give this book 4.5 stars, which technically means that I would be continuing this series, right? But for the sake of time, I'm actually not. I will continue this series, don't worry. I want to continue it either this month or next month. But for the sake of this video, I went ahead and ordered 2 more books to the end of one of the series. So I actually, instead of finishing the Inheritance games first, because I didn't want to spend quite that much money, this series was cheaper to go ahead and buy. So we have It's Not Summer Without You and We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. So yes, I am finishing The Summer I Turned Pretty. That'll be the first one that I finish. And then I went ahead and I bought Good Girl, Bad Blood. This was my least favorite series, personally, but I bought this one instead of A Hawthorne Legacy, simply because it was 8 cents cheaper on Amazon. Don't ask. So I guess what I'm saying is all 3 of these series were pretty good. If I had to rank them in order of my least favorite to my favorite, I would give you A Good Girl's Guide to Murder as number 3, The Summer I Turned Pretty as number 2, and The Inheritance Games as number 1. Which I will be completely honest with you, when I originally bought these books, I was not expecting to like this book this much. I just bought it like spur of the moment, and I ended up falling in love with it. So we will see if I can get a 5-star book out of this series, because it totally seems like it can go in that direction. Anyways, all that being said, I will keep you guys updated as I continue reading through these series. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.